Ladies and gentlemen, this is a WKA junior middleweight world title fight over 12 rounds. Our officials, our referee, Buti van der Heever. Judges, Johannes Ramakola, Etienne van Heerden, and Gert Kutsia, with timekeeper, Boy Meyer. Please put your hands together and welcome Isaú Torrão Soares! In the blue corner, trained by Alpheus Mokoena. He's 26, from Alexander, South Africa. He has had 10 fights, 9 wins, 1 loss. He is the current world champion. This is his second defense. His height, 1.82 meters, weighing 70 kilograms. Please put your hands together for Richard Ziko Madula.
Well, with the formalities done, it's a shake of the hands, and that's back to action. Referee just inspecting the gloves and the pads. Over to the man from Brazil now, Soares. He's known as Torrão, that is the solid man. And if you look at him,
thank you.
If you look at him, he is a very solid man.
Second down. Round number 1.
Down to action. This is a 12-round middleweight fight for the WKA, World Kickboxing Association middleweight title. The champion at this stage, it's the junior middleweight title, I'm sorry. The champion at this stage then, Richard Ndunana. He hails from Alexandra Township. He won this title with his 8th professional fight. He's defended it once. He's a man that's really leaped up in the world of kickboxing, and he's one of the top kickboxers in South Africa at this stage, surprised in winning the world title, and he's never looked back since. Soares looks really, really solid and really tough. He's pouring in, starting very strong, as you can see, and they don't call him the solid man Torrão for nothing. Ndunana, of course, a man that likes to use those kicks, keep his opponent away from him. Exactly what he's trying to do now. And I see Soares fighting from the southpaw. He's not a southpaw naturally, he's actually right-handed. He likes to change over in the fight. We'll see that often in this fight today. He fights from the southpaw, back to the orthodox, back to the southpaw. He continually changes, but favors the orthodox method of fighting. He says his strongest hand is his right hand. I had quite a lengthy chat with him, and I asked him how he saw this fight. He said there's no doubt that he will knock out Ndunana and take this title home. I asked Ndunana the same question. He said this title belongs to me and it stays in South Africa. So a lot of action expected here, and if we look at this first round, well, I happen to agree with that. We're in Carltonville at the sports complex. We're witnessing a World Karate Association title fight in the junior middleweight division. The champion on the right of the screen now in the black trunks, Richard Ndunana from Alexandra Township. Looking at that sweep there, Ndunana complained about that. He was swept quite hard on the calf. Ndunana turning around, there you see the sweep, swept viciously by the Brazilian. Richard Ndunana in picture, looks composed and calm. He was very confident in the change rooms earlier today. Round 2 of 12 for this world title. Ndunana straight onto the attack. Retaliation from the Brazilian. distinct height advantage from Dunana. Now it's a barrage of punches from the Brazilian. He's obviously very, very fit. Dunana coming in at 1.82 meters with the Brazilian 1.7. So Dunana has a significant height advantage. Height and reach obviously goes with it. Some interesting news about the Brazilian. He's won 3 Brazilian titles. He's won 8 Brazilian titles and 3 South American titles. He fought for the World ISKA title, that is the junior middleweight title, and against a Spaniard recently. He lost that fight. That's the only blemish on his record, the only fight that he's lost in his career. This is his second chance at fighting for a world title, and he's trying very hard. And Dunana, he's only had 1 loss as well in 10 bouts now. Barrage of punches once again from the Brazilian. He's much shorter and stockier than Dunana, trying to come inside and negate that height advantage that Dunana has. And at the moment it's all the Brazilian. He's scoring well with some uppercuts and inside punches. That's Dunana's trademark. He likes those big kicks, the reverse kicks, reverse punches. Easily gets out of that one. And at the moment, the Brazilian obviously also just trying to find that range still. Dunana comes in again. The sweep attempt again from the Brazilian didn't work, but he is definitely curtailing Dunana and keeping him on edge with those sweeps. Nice punch coming from Dunana at the close of this, the second round. Dunana with that sideways stance, tries that reverse kick. He didn't succeed. They both go down, but no real harm done. Boede van der Heever straight away goes in there and stops the men. That is Richard Dunana in his corner. Now support coming from the crowd with Shosaloza. Round 3 of 12. Richard Dunana of South Africa, the world junior middleweight title holder in the WKA division or WKA discipline. And he is trying to retain this title today, fighting a very tough man from Brazil, Isaúl Soares. Soares, the shorter of the two, but he's doing well to negate that height advantage. And Dunana trying to keep his man away with some kicks now to stop him. And you see Soares there trying to stop those kicks all the time. Meanwhile, in the background, you can hear Shosaloza going. A very patriotic crowd there trying to support this man, Dunana. Dunana is well known for his kick rate. Nice combination coming from Dunana. Starting to hurt his opponent now. Showing a lot of mettle and class there. Proving why he's the world champion in Dunana. Soares, oh, he gets tagged with another one. Soares started very quickly, and another one. And he's definitely feeling the effect of those kicks. He's definitely slowed down. That's what I've been trying to say. He's slowed down since he started his barrage in the first round. Holding on now, and not attacking as viciously as he did in the first round. Dunana starting to take control and showing that this man has to show him respect. This is great fighting from Dunana. He told me he'll start slowly, suss his opponent out and take it from there. And his kicks are once again proving to be the difference between the champion and the challenger. End of round 3.
felezi wa mona. Ku wini sino sa mogashi o felezi. Masala di bo hasana ni mona. Kwa hao ya no. Ko mu tega no. O felezi. Ko mu tega. Gamu tega. Gamu ya. Ni ya mo. Ko mu tega. O mo twere. O felezi le man. Kis pitino sa bo enelo se.
Janana trying that sweep down there. Then the kick. Defending very well, keeping his hands up. He tags his man again, pushes him back. Once again, that sweep. And then it's Janana just putting those punches in and keeping his man at bay. You could see Janana. He's very focused. Round number 4 starts with a flurry as the Brazilian tries to come in with that same reverse kick that Ndanana's used to great effect. Steals a punch in there. No real effect on Ndanana. And I think he's had a talking in his ring, in his corner. He's been told he's got to go out there and take this title away. And obviously that's what he's got to do. A champion will remain a champion if there's not enough proof that the title has been taken away from him comprehensively. Ndanana now trying to find that range again. Suarez also just trying those kicks, staying close to Ndanana now. I think he's learning that those kicks are devastating. He felt the effect of them on his body. Nice hands up from Ndanana, but those kicks are really effective. Very little emotion coming from the Brazilian. Isaú Suarez. He's trying to corner the South African all the time to limit that height advantage, reach advantage, and then release those barrage of punches. Very powerful, stocky punches that he delivers. And Ndanana would do well to take note of those punches and not let his defenses go. Once again, Ndanana at the end of this round starting to take control of the round and making the Brazilian work very hard to score any points. Fierce support coming from the crowd once again for Ndanana. Brazilian boring in, head on Ndanana's chest, and he's just basically trying to overpower Ndanana. Of course, that takes a lot of energy. At the close, a nice punch from the Brazilian. Seems Ndanana might have a slight cut on his eye. See some work on his eye in the corner. That big kick, tries that big hammer kick, it didn't work, goes down. There it comes again, but he's too short, and Ndanana stands up high and just mocks him a little bit. Deep breaths coming from Suarez. In the meanwhile, they're working on the face of Ndanana. I'm not sure if there's a cut in his face. Seems like... Nice kicks from Ndanana once again. That familiar stance of Ndanana, he tries that side kick, got a very strong side thrust kick. He's kept a lot of opponents at bay. Yes, there is a cut on the left eye of Ndanana, most definitely. He's going to have to take care of that. Oh, he's keeping his man away. He's doing really well keeping his opponents away with those kicks. Suarez has no answer to those kicks. Trying a sweep, but this is doing well by Ndanana. He's keeping his man at bay and stopping him from scoring. It's also keeping him from delivering those 8 kicks per round that he has to do. And once he comes inside, you can see Suarez scoring. He's doing well when he's on the inside. Ndanana is just simply magnificent with that side thrust kick. keeps Suarez away. The man hasn't landed a punch, delivered a punch in about 10 seconds. Now he comes and tries to deliver some punches. Big haymaker. Still there's crowd support for Ndonana. And a little bit of drop in pace now by these two fighters, maybe just resting. On the chest, that was a good kick. That went through, the heel went through, and Suarez will know that he's been kicked in the chest. Now he's got him in the corner. Oh, pressure from Suarez now. Best combination from Suarez in this round, I think. Ndonana just mocking him a little bit. And Ndonana winning this round as well. Attack from Suarez, that's at the close of the round. Big overhand rights, big ones, that was his best combination.
Não para, não para. Dá volta, dá volta. Olha se o banho a ser para nada.
Round 6 of 12 for the WKA World Junior Middleweight fight. Big kick from Ndonana. No count there. Big smile from Suarez as well. But Suarez would have taken notice of that. Ndonana just edging him out. Ndonana fighting a great tactical fight. He's stopping this Brazilian from scoring points. And of course, you cannot win a fight if you're not scoring. Those big kicks are just keeping this Brazilian right away. I asked the Brazilian before the fight through a translator what he would do. He said, I hear this man can kick, but I'm just going to go inside and I'm going to make him tired and I'm going to win this fight. I'm going to knock him out. That was the word Suarez used. Big uppercut from Ndonana. Suarez's punches gliding off the gloves, off the head, not really connecting solidly. And really Ndonana doing very, very well in keeping this very strong Brazilian at bay. Suarez is 38 years old. He's a veteran of the ring. He's been doing kickboxing for 15 years, and he's been around. Ndonana, 26 years old. And it's no mean feat to have only one blemish in your record, and that's in a world title fight. At this stage, it seems like Ndonana is heading to give this man his second defeat, and that'll be both defeats in world title fights, and that nobody can frown on. Big kick from Ndonana. That went through to the face, and wow, that was a nice kick. Bicycle kick. Once again, Ndonana conserving energy and landing those punches when he has to. Action from the sixth round. That's the kick. Yes, as the Brazilian tried to do a reverse kick and Ndonana pushed him away in the back. That doesn't count as a knockdown. Nice evasive tactics though from Ndonana. Once again, Ndonana with a big front kick and then an uppercut. Very nice work from Ndonana close up. Round 7 now started. Ndonana punching, pushing forward, and fighting a great tactical fight. I've said this before. I believe he's doing it. He's at this stage well on track, on my scorecard anyway. Not that I have chance to keep score properly. Nice kick punch from Donana. Barrage of punches, combinations, and the Brazilian is in trouble there. He's receiving them. He's just standing. Great combinations from Donana, but this is a tough man. You can see that. There's no doubt about this. But he's feeding these punches. This man in Donana has grown in leaps and bounds since winning that world title. Look at that. He's just raking in the points, scoring at will almost now. And the Brazilian has no answer for him at this stage. Still, those punches keep coming in. And the Brazilian must be hurt. Because before this, he was defending very well, protecting his face. He's not doing it now. And he is being punished. He's thrown most of his defenses overboard now. Referee Boetie van der Heever has had very little work today. Donana's actions have spurned the crowd on. Shorter laws are coming again. Seems like a lot of the metal and fight has gone out of the Brazilian. He just tried a combination there, and Donana didn't even flinch. He basically didn't even take notice of what was happening. That's interesting. I think that punch that he delivered, that straight left, hurt the Brazilian much more than he showed at that stage. Going into the closing seconds, that's it, end of round 7. Round 8 of 12. This is a world title fight, and it's lived up to its billing so far. Richard Donana, the South African world champion, has really grown in leaps and bounds as a world champion, and he's proving that he's a worthy champion. This man Suarez has had 36 fights. He's fought for a world title before. He's fought for 3 South American titles and 8 Brazilian titles. Vastly more experienced than in Donana, but you can't see that. Once again, Donana ties him up. Great tactics, keeps his man at bay. The Brazilian hasn't landed any significant combinations since round 2 or 3. And it's been Donana all the way, and I venture to say that in Donana now in a comfortable lead. They're over the halfway mark now, well over the halfway mark, and Donana at this stage, I think if he stays in control, defends himself well, doesn't get knocked out by a big punch or knocked by a big punch, he should cruise to a comfortable victory here. Left jabs coming from Donana. Still, the Brazilian has no answer for those long legs. Oh, big push in the face. I think he must be getting very frustrated at the fact that he's not being able to score. And Donana's kept him at bay very, very effectively.
Manda pra cara, favorinha, tamanho aqui. Manda aqui, pai.
Aquele giratório teu que é poderoso, cara. Só que você tem que dar na hora certa. Entendeu? E quando ele chuta, você tem que girar ao contrário. Pra ele não adianta.
Vamos bom.
Aí eu passei, aí. Calma aí.
Mata, como o senhor é filho, legal de paz. Ah, de boa. O senhor é de casa, né, mano?
Well, this fight drawing close very quickly now. Round 9. It's only 4 rounds left, 3 plus this one. And Richard Ndonana on the right-hand side of South Africa, according to my scorecard anyway, in a comfortable lead now, and on his way to retain this WKA World Kickboxing title. Big punches from Ndonana, rocks his opponent. Isaul Soares from Brazil. He hails from Sao Paulo. Ndonana now showing scant respect for this man. He's checked him out, and the Brazilian's been found wanting. He's just not getting through the defenses, not scoring on Ndonana. Only problem in Ndonana's attack here, often when he does that reverse kick, he leaves himself standing with his back to his opponent. That's pretty dangerous. Ducks under that one very quickly, very easily. There you see a WKA World Junior Middleweight title fight. Suarez pushing forward, driving forward, trying to get inside to score those points. But Ndonana has just fought such a tactical fight, so cleverly. He hasn't allowed this Brazilian any space in which to use his power. The thing with Ndonana also is he's such a deceptive fighter. If you look at him, he looks like absolutely nothing. You think he'll be an easy opponent, but he's probably one of the most difficult opponents to fight in the ring. Deceptive power as well. Nice punches coming from, oh, they were great punches from Ndonana there, scoring points almost at will. Another one, Ndonana keeping his man away. There he scores on the button, another one on the button. Excellent, excellent combinations from the South African world champion. Round 10 of 12 rounds for the Junior Middleweight World Title fight, World Kickboxing Association. On the left, the champion, Richard Ndonana of South Africa, delivers that big reverse roundhouse kick. The Brazilian now attacking, Isaul Soares from Brazil. Now he's trying to stay close to Ndonana. I think he's had a talking to in the corner as well. And it's starting to look now like he'd have to score a knockout if he wants to beat this man in Ndonana to take this title away. This will be the third defense of this title for Ndonana. Second defense, his third belt. Pretty funny effort of breaking them apart there. A little bit of a warning about the head there. Don't know why, it's the Brazilians boring in with his head on the chest of Ndonana. Nice combination coming off that reverse. But still, this Brazilian is just being frustrated by the elusive tactics of the South African world champion. Also, the timing of the Brazilian has been off, and I attribute that to the great evasive tactics that Ndonana has been able to use. He's a very quick fighter, deceptively quick, and manages to stay out of trouble most of the time. Great career waiting for this Ndonana. Big combinations. Rocks his man. I don't think he's hurt him to the extent that he'll knock him down, this Brazilian is really tough. He's taken Ndonana's best punches. But Ndonana's raking in the points almost at will now. Some action from this last round. Ndonana with that big reverse punch. And then it's the Brazilian coming through. But only 2 of those punches scoring. There you see it. 1, 2. This is the penultimate round. The Brazilian is still sitting down. He gets up now. The bell's gone. He's helped. The corner's not out of the corner yet. There they go now. And I think a lot of hard work now. That was a flinch from the Brazilian for that kick in the midriff. And you can see the bruising on his body. Oh, big kick from the South African. He's really doing well. He's fighting the best tactical fight that he could fight against this very strong Brazilian. And he's just doing so well. The Brazilian's showing bruising on the face, bruising on the body, and he's on the run now, staying out of trouble, and Ndonana just really dominating this fight. Oh, big sweep. Well, that's allowed. Ndonana's foot was up. That would have sapped a lot of power from Ndonana. Brazilian is on the run now. I think he's lost interest in winning this fight. He knows that he's far behind. The only thing that's going to help him here is a knockout, and whether he can knock out Ndonana remains to be seen. Big haymaker, yes, that's what he's trying to do. He bought in with that head. That could be dangerous. And Xhosa laws are coming again. I think this crowd sensing the victory, knowing that Ndonana has just been so effective and so dominant that there's little doubt that he's won the fight. Still attacking, all the attacking coming from Richard Ndonana. Tying them up again. At the bell, didn't really help. On the replay, Ndonana there, big sweep. That's perfectly admissible, but I'll tell you what, he would have taken some strain there from that kick. Suarez pushing forward, then he trips Ndonana at the bell. Well, there you hear it. Shake hands for the last round, and Ndonana standing on his side with thrust stance. There's a lot of scarring on the stomach of Suarez, also on the right eye, where those big kicks and punches have gone throughout this fight. Hardly a bruise on Ndonana. And a lot of intent now from the Brazilian. I think he's realized he's got to knock this man out if he wants to win this title. Yes, he's getting very serious now. But I think Ndonana knows that he's got to stay out of trouble now. Big combinations from Ndonana. No damage done. Oh, he gets tagged there and again. He's going to have to be careful if he wants to stay out of trouble and win this title, keep this title that he's won. This is his second defense of the WKA junior middleweight title. furious action. You'd think these fighters have just started this contest. They're in the 12th round. They're fighting like they're fighting in the first round. 50 seconds. Donana gets tagged again. Gives it back tenfold with a big uppercut. Pushing his man. Oh, another one from Donana. Another combination from Donana. Another one. The sweep attempt again. But that's sapping the energy of this Brazilian, Isaú Soares. Soares simply has had no answer today. Been dominated by this fighter from Alexandra Township. Still they're clashing on the inside. Even on the inside now, Soares is not making any headway. Very confident in Donana now. Staying close to his man, even taking him on in his own game. That's it. It's over. I'd be very surprised if this man doesn't retain his title. There he is, and he knows it. Slow-mo, Donana the big reverse, he goes down. No harm done there though. That sideways stance, there he falls just from another angle, but nobody got hurt. Well, it was a great performance from the South African. His second defense of the title. He's very effectively curtailed this very powerful Brazilian, and I'd be pretty surprised if he didn't retain this title. It seems that we're ready for a result. We're going to go ringside in a moment to Ian Lockyer for the results. Ian Lockyer.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give both fighters a thunderous round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, by unanimous decision, and still the world champion, Richard Donana!
Well, there you have it. Still the world champion, winner on points, and any other decision, well, nobody would have believed it. That was an excellent performance from Donana. Now the crowd has mobbed the ring. They're trying to get the people out of the ring. A lot of sportsmanship there coming from Donana. Excellent performance from the champion.